What's going on, guys? Jada Black here. Salute to everyone tuning in. I want to talk about A'ja Wilson. A'ja Wilson decided that she wanted to be an idiot and she wanted to diss Mikal Bridges, who's an NBA player, who simply tweeted about when's her next game. Because, of course, this guy is not watching the WNBA schedule. He plays for the Brooklyn Nets. Maybe he's talking about when they're going to be in town, or, maybe he's going to be in Vegas, right? He just simply asked, when is the next game? And then she replied, please leave me alone. We good over here. Well, A'ja, you're not good. The WNBA has been failing for a very long time. And you know what's funny about her? I just did a video about her complaining about not getting any attention from the White House, not being invited to the White House to meet Joe Biden. And she was very upset about this. And I made a video about it. I put it in the description box. She was very bitter about that. Only for her then to go and do this. And then he responded, well, I'll just go on Google. And then matter of fact, I'm going to show y'all this. We're going to get into these tweets. Then she wants to talk about all these quote unquote weird guys that are going to be in her mentions. Let me tell you something, A'ja. There are probably more people in your mentions when you first responded to Mikal that go to your games. Okay. The WNBA has been failing with a capital F for a very long time. And now you're adding chartered flights to an already beleaguered budget, and it's going to be a disaster. Okay. You make no money. You have no real fans. You're getting subsidized by the NBA. There are NBA players giving you money and you're asking for more. You see, that's that entitled nature. No wonder she felt some type of way about not being invited to the White House, because that's that sense of entitlement. Even though the year before, a WNBA team, they went to go see Barack Obama. So what I want to know is from A'ja, what is your point trying to diss this guy? This guy could have bought a whole bunch of tickets, given them out, right? To have more people go to the games. He could have tweeted out when that game was going to be. Say, hey, I'm going to be here. You know what I'm saying? Just interacting. Now, I don't know if she thought he was trying to be thirsty. I'm seeing articles where they're talking about he was shooting his shot, like this one. They're talking about how he was shooting his shot. He was not shooting his shot. I mean, this is not what he was doing. He was not shooting his shot, people. I don't think that he's sweating her like that. I believe Mikal Bridges has curved more attractive women in his life than, for him to be sweating A'ja Wilson. Again, I'm not here to denigrate her looks or anything, but I think he's seen better. So I don't think he's trying to get at her. I think he may have genuinely been following her on social media and was like, hey, when is the next game? I mean, she had no problem taking a picture with Ja Morant. You're smiling from ear to ear when Ja Morant is at the game. I'm pretty sure he might have hit you up behind the scenes and say, hey, when is your game? Come out there. You didn't tell him you good over here. See, that's why no one cares about your league. That's why you don't have any real fans. No matter how much ESPN tries to push your games and promote you on their network, no one still cares. Nobody. And that's that entitlement. And that's why I don't feel sorry for these types of WNBA players who have this entitled attitude, who try to disrespect people for absolutely no reason. It reminds me of the heifer that disrespected Charles Barkley, talking about how he didn't win any rings, right? I did a video about her, and there were people who were defending her. No, she was showing, her jealousy towards NBA players. Because let's be real, a lot of these heifers are jealous NBA players. Not only are they making a lot of money, they're screwing a lot of chicks, right? They are world famous. You look on, when you watch television, most of the advertisements you see are from NBA players, right? You got some NFL players in there. And I know that bothers them. When you see Steph Curry in all these commercials, when you've seen LeBron James in all these commercials, Chris Paul, it makes them feel some type of way, but that's not their fault. You need to blame the people who are running your league into the ground, and that is the upper management who does not care, because they're getting their subsidies and they're getting their easy endorsement paychecks and they're mailing it in. Okay? Now let's get into this. According to Newsbreak, Brooklyn Nets star Mikal Bridges recently tried to shoot a shot. He was not trying to shoot a shot. You people need to stop saying that. With WNBA star A'ja Wilson and the Las Vegas Aces have been nothing but dominant this season. They currently boast a 12-1 record in the first 13 games of the season. Bridges tried his luck with Wilson by asking for details about her next game. When's the next game? All right? He's not saying, where you at? He said, when is the next game? And then she replied coldly, please leave me alone. We cool over here. Yeah, you and your 1,000, 2,000 people that go and watch your games? Maybe 3. A dejected Bridges responded, say he'll just Google the details about Wilson's next game. I'll just go on Google. You see that? This is why I don't feel sorry for you heifers not getting no support, because look at how you treat people with your jealousy and envy. No one cares about women's sports, especially women, because even women in the WNBA say, you know what? Males should be able to play in women's sports. So you even got women who don't care about your sport. You should be embracing anybody that shows interest in your games, because Mikal Bridges could have brought more people to that game. But again, the jealousy kicked in, the envy kicked in, and she just couldn't hold it. The interaction between the two players evidently went viral, so much so that Bleacher Report tweeted her cold rejection. A'ja was worried about weird guys crowding her mentions following the viral rejection. She says, laugh my ass off. All hell, these weird guys about to be in my mentions. Well, A'ja, they wouldn't be in your mentions if you wouldn't have reacted the way that you did. You did that on purpose because you wanted to diss him. You wanted to do that. That's why if I was an NBA player, I wouldn't support nothing you were doing. Go get it. Go get it in. Go out there and get it yourself. Go out there and get it yourself. I wouldn't support you doing anything. This is why Angel Reese said no thank you to going to the WNBA early. As a matter of fact, I could see I could see Angel Reese playing 4 years at LSU and going on to be an IG influencer. Like Liz Cambridge. Liz Cambridge said, F the WNBA. I can make more money doing OnlyFans. Wilson has been dominating both on and off the court this year. She's currently averaging 19 points per game. Cares about other stats. Wilson's also named WNBA player All-Star, WNBA All-Star captain for the second consecutive season. The two-time MVP is currently focused on helping the Aces win the championship. Blah, 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 blah. See, Brooklyn Nets finally broke up. The duo can let me read through this. It's probably going through Mikal Bridges. They're trying to make this article, they're trying to make it seem like it's more innocent than what it was. No, it ain't. This woman tried to humiliate this guy. Now we're gonna look at some of the reactions, and this is according to Bro Bible. Let's look at some of the reactions. Someone said, that's cold A'ja. Someone says his feelings right now. I mean, did she assume he was trying to holler at her versus showing support? That's what she assumed, because all you heifers think that men are trying to sleep with you. And again, I don't think that, listen, I don't think he was sweating A'ja like that. I don't think I don't think a lot of these guys really sweat her like that. There are other WNBA players that they could thirst after, and she ain't one of them. I'm just being real. And again, A'ja was a great player in college. She played at South Carolina, but I'm being real. I don't think dudes are sweating her like that. Bridges trying to fall asleep tonight. Mikal, after reading that response, damn, King, hate to see this. Well, sheesh. Wilson. And that's exactly what she was going for. because she could have played it off and said I was just playing or I was just joking. Nah, she was more concerned about the weird guys that were going to be in her DMs. Asia, would you tell John Morant not to come to your games? Right? You grinning from ear to ear to see Ja. But Michael Bridges is tweeting you and you feel it's your responsibility to embarrass him, which is why, again, I don't care about whether you get support or not. Joe Biden didn't invite you to the White House and it got you in your feels and you told everybody how that made you feel. I think you're just a perpetual in your feelings type person. I think Asia is perpetually in her feelings and she wants people to know about it because this absolutely did not have to happen. He wasn't trying to shoot a shot with you. That dude he's probably with a very attractive woman right now. I don't think he was really, he's not trying to get with her and like shooting. I mean, you would know if somebody's shooting a shot. That's not what he was doing. He, as an NBA player, he sees you heifers complaining and crying on social media about not getting support. And what he wanted to do was actually show you some support. But like I said, I wouldn't have done it. I'm not going to support people who are jealous, right? And who feel some type of way because they feel entitled to have more than what they have. You haven't earned what the NBA players have earned. They went out there and did. And by the way, you would think that women would support other women in sports, but like I said before, women do not care about sports. Women only care about sports because men care about sports. Women are bandwagon supporters, and they're going to bandwagon if they see men like something, they're going to like it. It's a bandwagon. Trust me, a lot of these WNBA players now were inspired by male athletes. They weren't inspired by women. They'll give you some story about how they were, but they weren't. I think Asia was absolutely wrong. And she could talk about the only reason why she said that about weird guys. No, they were going to check you for your behavior. That's what they were going to do. Nobody's sweating you like that. Nobody's trying to get with you like that. The dude was asking a question because, again, everybody's on Twitter. We communicate now on Twitter and Instagram. That's how we communicate with each other. The dude doesn't know your phone number. He wasn't going to go on your DMs. He just asked you in front of everybody, and this is how you respond. And then you wonder why people do not care about supporting women's sports, because you heifers have this attitude problem and you want to get on here, you want to embarrass these guys because you're jealous of them. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.